Watching the Savera, I'm Shefali. Iran says more than 1,300 people have been killed so far, with nearly 8,000 homes damaged since the conflict began. Iran's ambassador to the United Nations, Amir Saad Irwani, claimed that around 9,600 civilian locations across the country have been targeted, including homes, markets, hospitals, medical centers and schools. Iran has also claimed missile attacks on Israeli cities such as Haifa, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. The conflict has also affected the U.S. military, with the American Defense Department saying around 140 U.S. soldiers have been injured so far. Now this war has entered the 12th day. Iran says it carried out its largest missile strike on Israel since the war began. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said several missiles were launched, including the long-range Qasem Harb ballistic missile, targeting Israeli sites and U.S. positions in the region. The IRGC says its attacks will continue until the enemy is defeated. Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the United States will not step back until the enemy is fully defeated. According to the U.S. Defense Department, Washington spent nearly $5.6 billion in just the first 2 days of the conflict, deploying advanced precision-guided weapons and air defense systems to intercept Iranian missiles and drones. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel will create a special war budget worth billions of shekels to cover the cost of operations against Iran. He added that despite the war, Israel's economy remains strong and that military operations targeting Iranian government facilities will continue. Netanyahu also argued Iranians to use this moment to challenging the rule of the supreme leader Ali Khamenei. On the diplomatic front, Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke with Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and called for an early end to the conflict, stressing that the crisis should be resolved through political and diplomatic means. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump also said he discussed the Iran war and the Ukraine situation with Putin. Meanwhile, 2 more members of Iran's women's national football team have been granted asylum in Australia. The country's Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke confirmed that they have joined 5 others who received humanitarian visas a day earlier. In another development, around 1,000 Indian nationals have returned from Qatar. According to the Indian Embassy, the passengers arrived in New Delhi, Mumbai and Kochi on Qatar Airways flights as part of coordinated evacuation assistance. Elsewhere, Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon have reported killed 5 people in the Tyre district's Kana area, including local officials. Authorities say that since last week, Israeli attacks in Lebanon have killed around 570 people and forced thousands to flee. Saudi Arabia also say it intercepted several drones heading towards the Shahbaz oil field, destroying them before they reached the facility. And overnight, the Israel Defense Forces said they carried out multiple strikes inside Iran, targeting military and intelligence facilities in Tehran and Tabriz, including command centers linked to Iran's ballistic missile operations. Israel also says it intercepted several missiles fired from Iran before they could reach their target. The conflict continues to intensify, with both sides signaling that military operations are far from over. But let's see, when does this get over? That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to the Savera. Download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.